This video is a bit different from what you're normally used to on my channel. Typically, I aim to keep my videos straightforward, sometimes discussing specific motivations or inspirations. However, I've never really delved into what I believe is a huge factor that can hold some of you, and still occasionally me, back from making bold hobby decisions. The omnipresent fear of failure. The thought of fear preventing growth in your hobby journey came to me while working on this project. This wonderful miniature toad is part of my camping kit bash loot and was made by Wilhelm Miniatures. Maybe you've seen his work before, though if you're into the 28mm scene, I'm pretty sure you have. My goal for this project was to create a toad wizard, which I have to admit was inspired by something I saw at Camping Kit Bash. Unfortunately, I don't have any photos of it, and I'm not sure who created it, but seeing a small toad with a wizard's hat is what made me buy this miniature in the first place. Therefore, it feels fitting to create my own interpretation of it. My idea for creating this involved a huge mushroom, a gigantic beard, and of course the fitting head for the creature. That meant using a lot of green stuff and milliput. I'm still pretty uncomfortable using these materials, but I love the possibilities that epoxies like these can bring to the table. Once you're proficient with them, you're no longer limited by the parts you have available. However, if you're not as confident working with putties, it can be a bit anxiety-inducing, especially when you're working on a miniature that feels special, unique or precious, whether financially or emotionally. The pressure is even greater knowing that once the putty hardens, mistakes are difficult to reverse. So basically there are two options in this case. Follow your inspiration and try to bring your vision to life as best as possible within your skill set, or build and paint the miniature as originally intended. It may come as a shock to you, but a lot of miniature creators are actually pretty chill about whether you modify or even completely alter their models to fulfill your own unique vision. And even if it doesn't turn out as expected, there is always something to be learned from the process. The question ultimately is, are you comfortable with the idea of doing something that is not guaranteed to succeed? Or even has a low chance of success? Or do you shy away from those situations? Learning something new or discovering a skill you didn't even know you were capable of not only gives you a new desirable outcome, but also the satisfaction of conquering a challenge. It shows you that you can actually do it, or at least gives you a clearer sense of where you need to improve to reach the outcome you want. For me, this mostly applies to sculpting with epoxies. The limited working time and the constant fear of accidentally leaving fingerprints all over the smooth surface you just sculpted can be really frustrating. On my bad days, this mindset would probably get the better of me. But by adopting a more inquisitive mindset, something I recently reinforced by attending Camping Kit Bash, I've been able to avoid getting bogged down by mistakes or bad decisions. Now, that doesn't mean you should completely ignore your fear response and always do the opposite. But I do think that especially in a highly creative hobby like this, fear and the idea of failure are somewhat out of place. I understand we all want to spend our limited time on things that either bring us joy or at least have a guaranteed desirable outcome. However, creativity doesn't always come with that certainty. You need to start enjoying the process itself if you want to guarantee your enjoyment or at least become more comfortable with the uncertainty. I hope you enjoyed this brief insight into my thoughts on the creative process and the limits we sometimes set for ourselves, even when those barriers come from our subconscious. Fear and anxiety are natural reactions to things that make us uncomfortable. But they shouldn't be in charge. They should be advisors you consult from time to time. My goal with this channel is to show that anyone can enjoy this hobby, and you don't need 20+ years of experience. I certainly don't have that either. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one where I'll finally tackle my remaining orc project from a few months ago. I promised to paint these within a 24-hour time frame, and I finally found some flexibility in my schedule to make it happen. This will be my first and hopefully not only orc project for October, so please consider subscribing and stay tuned for the next adventure in Lenrix Realm. You can also head over to my Patreon and join for just €1, pound or dollar a month and become part of the brand new Lenrix Realm Discord community. We've just kicked off the first ever official Lenrix Realm Discord challenge. Fittingly, it's a kit bashing challenge, so if you want to challenge your fear of failure or try something new, consider joining the community over there. Your supports help me keep the lights on, and it would mean the world to me. If you're new here and want to dive deeper into working with epoxies, you can check out this video right here. With that, I hope to see you in the next video, and farewell, fellow adventurers.